So what did I actually get to play at the Gathering of Friends? So many awesome games. I mean, this is my time to just play anything and everything. So many games that we have on the shelves here at Games Unlimited that I'm like, that looks cool. Didn't get a chance to play it. I get a chance to play there. So I don't even know where to begin. One game that we've had for years, Dropolter. This is a little oink game where you're holding 5 different objects. There's a little key, a little ring, a little seashell. You're holding them in your hand, and a card is flipped up. And then you get to open your hand and you have to drop just those objects that are on the card. If you can do that, you grab the ghost, cool, you win a bell. First to 5 bells wins, but the trick is that bell that you take, you have to put in your hand. All your bells you have to keep in your hand while you're trying to drop other things. And if you drop a bell, you lose it. So this was just, it's such an amazing little game as just a filler when you're like, especially when you're like, we've got some more people coming, maybe, we don't know what we want to start. Hey, we got 5-10 minutes, let's just play Dropolter. So I immediately opened a copy up here at the store. We have it at the demo bar to show people. That was a big one for me that I played a ton of. I got a chance to play a game with Jason here on TikTok. He had a trick-taking game, a crazy trick-taking game called Man-Eating House that, I gotta tell you, like reading through the rule book, it was like, this is a fever dream of a trick-taking game. It almost felt like Cones of Dunshire going on. But once we got into it, we played 2 games of it, 4 players, a partnership game. We played 2 games of it and it clicked, and it was a really cool trick-taking game that had some interesting elements. You didn't have to follow suit. There's like a card that wins everything unless another card is played, and then these different events that just really can change things up, but you can kind of plan for them and see if maybe they're gonna come up. I thought it was really cool. Plus it was a bidding game, if I remember. So we were trying to bid. Was it a bidding game? I don't remember. It was, like I said, the whole thing was a fever dream, but I really liked Man-Eating House. I got a chance to try, the new one coming from Scorpion Masqué, and they did assure me it will be coming this summer. I think it's a Gen Con release. Tag Team. Now this is catnip for me. I love like 2-player battle games that are like where you have different characters, like you have different combinations you can mix together, and this is a tag team. So you had 2 characters, you gotta pick 2 characters, there's ways to draft, but then those characters' decks are shuffled together. But what makes the game cool is you start with 1 card from each character, they all have different special powers and things, and you choose the order in which they're gonna be played, like a deck. So it's like, I might have character A, then character B. Well, we go through, we both flip our first card and do that action, and that's also the target. If you're doing character C, that's the one I attack. But then in between rounds, you draw 3 cards from this mixed deck that has both of your characters in it. Choose one to add to your deck. You can't change the order of what's in your deck, but you can add this at the beginning, at the end, somewhere in the middle. And then you do it again. We go through the whole cycle, add another one. So you're building up your deck, but it's programmed. And if you're paying attention to what your opponent's doing, you know what cards are going to happen when, and you can respond to them. It was so cool. I'll talk about more later.